and your tutors and teachers will explain with the time. Second semester onwards it starts. 20 points you may have to, bare minimum have to earn 20 points per semester. If somebody is so smart to earn semester, and if you have any doubts you can raise, otherwise you can meet the show. Any doubts? Shall we meet Shirley? You can come to my class for any doubts. Thank you so much for the patient listening. And I'm wishing you all a very successful stay here, learning here, successful career here as a human, as a technical person, and to serve for the family and to the nation. That's all. Thank you, ma'am. Let us now have a short break for 10 minutes. The students are requested to gather back in the same hall at 11 sharp. I repeat, the students are requested to gather back in the same hall at 11 a.m. sharp. Students can use the washroom, which is near A block near the quadrangle. You can get down in the same building and cross right. Near the quadrangle, you can use the washroom.
என்னம்மா யாரா கூப்பிடுறீங்க என்னம்மா கூப்பிடாதீங்களா பார்த்தா அந்த அம்மா போல बहुत कितने बच्चे बच्चे करता हूँ मैक्स से यार
Associate Professor, Department of ECE, who has 21 years of experience working at PSC College of Technology. Her fields of expertise include analog electronics, analog VLSI design, CMOS mixed signal VLSI design, hardware security, electronic circuits, and mixed signal VLSI design. Now, I invite Dr. Santana M, Associate Professor, Department of ECE, and the Program Coordinator of G2 to address the gathering.
Good morning, one and all present here. Welcome back to this orientation program. So I am here to explain you on the CBS assessment criteria. So in the choice-based credit system, you have different criteria in which the courses are being assessed. So what are those assessment process and how you are going to assess the theory courses, how the laboratory courses are being assessed, and how the project works are going to be assessed will be in detail explained here. So as said before, this choice-based credit system, which is called as CBCS system, started from the year 2015, or it was applicable to the regulation from 2015. And as said before by Anisha ma'am, you are in the current curriculum of 2019. Here, the major change would be the attendance was considered to be course-wise. Meaning, in each course, you have to put the required amount of attendance. The attendance criteria will be discussed in detail by your tutors. So, if you put up the attendance properly in each course, only then you will be first eligible to write your exams. So, it is not that overall attendance that you are put forth in for the entire course. That is different. That would be from the school. Say in the school, you will be taken attendance for each hour, and overall attendance for the day would be calculated, and that total attendance would be calculated for the entire year. Whereas here, for each course you will be attending, and for each course the attendance would be taken. So not necessary that you might have overall attendance to be 80, 90, but individually if your course attendance is lesser, then you will not be first eligible to write your exam for that particular course or particular subject. Okay, so that is the major difference in the 2019 curriculum. And as it is a choice-based credit system, you have a choice of taking additionally 2 subjects each semester, and this choice of subject that you can take additionally will start only from the 3rd semester. First semester and second semester, you are supposed to follow the curriculum which is given to you. From the 3rd semester, you have an option that you can choose additionally 2 subjects. And sometimes, if it is difficult for you in a particular semester due to your illness or due to some other activities that you have undergone, you are not able to write all the subjects. You are also given a provision to drop 2 subjects. But when you drop the subjects, you cannot drop the professional core subjects. I'll just give you the overall structure of the subject so that you can understand as said by madam. You have professional core subjects, professional elective subjects, open electives. Under that category, the professional core subjects cannot be dropped. So that is mandatory and you have to do that courses each semester. So this choice of taking an additional subject or dropping the subjects cannot be done with professional core. Only with an elective course, you can add up elective in the 3rd semester or 4th semester till 7th and 8th semesters. So you cannot drop the professional core subjects, and the overall credit that has to be earned as said by madam also. Again, please remember this number 165. Okay, so the total credits that has to be earned for your BE ECE degree course should be 165. Now, whenever you start the semester, okay, first you have the registration process for your courses. Since it's a choice-based credit system, you have to register for each of the courses. For the first semester alone, the registration will be done automatically. You need not to register for any of the courses. First semester courses, the registration will be done automatically. And from second semester, you will be given an option to register for a course. So how the normal procedure goes here is that, say before the commencement of your second semester, first you will enroll for the courses that are going to be offered in the next semester. And after that, after you have come into your second semester, after the 5 working days or around the 10 working days, you will register and confirm your enrollment. Is that clear? So first you will enroll for the courses in the second semester, in the first semester itself, prior to your end of first semester, you will be enrolling for the courses, and after writing your exams in the first semester, you will come back to your department and you will start with the second semester. And when you start with the second semester, within 5 to 10 working days of your semester 2, you will be given a time duration where your registration will be completed. So that is the normal procedure that is being followed here, and this will be a continuous process from second semester. Now, after registration, students should attend the classes regularly, and as I said you before, for each course you will have to satisfy the attendance. Then you will have to earn your continuous assessment marks, which is being abbreviated here as CA. You have to have your normal marks that is going to be required for continuous assessment. You have to earn your CA. HOD madam was briefing you that you will have three A exams, where one will be happening after 6 weeks of your start of your semester. Next, after that, you will have CA2 in the 4th week and CA3 in the next 4th week, right? So there will be 3 continuous tests that is going to be put forth to you to earn your marks. That will be called as internal marks, and that will be used for the internal assessment. Okay. So here you will have to earn your CA, and then after that you are going to appear for your end semester examination. So these are the basic criteria for you to be eligible for writing your semester end exam. That is, you should have put your attendance properly, course-wise. Then you should have a proper CA marks. Only if you have a proper CA marks, you will have the confidence to write your exams and have a very good CGPA for that particular course. So you have to earn your CA, and then you have to appear for your semester end examination. So this is the category of courses that is being listed. I am not elaborating in detail this, just to have a glance. You have basic sciences. So HS represents for the humanities courses. Then BS represents for the basic science courses like your physics, chemistry. And then ES you have the engineering sciences courses. PC represents for the professional core courses. PE represents for the professional elective courses. OE represents for the open elective courses that you are going to learn. EEC represents employability enhancement course. Then MC represents the mandatory courses. So, madam was giving you an elaborate idea on all those course details. So, the abbreviation of the course categories would be given here along with their credits. You can see that there are credits that is going to be given for humanities courses, basic sciences courses, and engineering sciences courses in each of the semester. This is the distribution table for each semester. How many subjects you will be learning under humanities sciences, how many subjects you will be learning under basic sciences, how many under ES, how many under PC, how many under PE. Those categories are given and put together, as we said you earlier, you have to earn a credit of 165. So in this, actually you will be learning about 6 professional elective courses and then 2 open elective courses. And as I said previously, you can take up any more number of professional elective courses that is being offered in that particular semester. Additionally, also you can take. And sometimes, if it is not possible, you can also request us for dropping some of the professional elective courses, meaning that only you are dropping it in that semester. Consequently, you have to take that courses in the further semester, and you have to complete all the courses that has to be made mandatory to have the total credits. You have a total credits that is given in the distribution table. So, you have a provision to drop or add courses, but minimum amount of credits that is given there has to be earned. Only then you can put up the total 165 credit courses. So, if you are doing some extra courses like online courses or 1 credit courses or even professional elective courses, if you are doing it in a number which is greater than the required number of the courses that you have been offered, and if you have already 165 credits, all those courses that you do additionally will be listed in your mark sheet, but they will not be taken for calculation of your overall CGPA. Which was the best credits that you have earned for that particular subject, that subjects alone would be calculated for your CGPA calculation. But since you have done some additional courses, all those courses that you have done additionally will be listed in the mark sheet as a enhancement courses or a course that you have done on a particular specialized area. Is that clear? Yeah, it is all coming under the category of value-added courses. As you have some interest in that particular course, and so you have taken that course additionally extra other than the courses required for the total credits to be earned. So that would be taken as a value added courses and it will be listed in the mark sheet. And I think this credit assignment, madam was also pointing you. I just had this slide because there in the total credits we were given you 3 credits, 4 credits, 1 credit, 2 credit, like that. There is a distribution. So you should understand how these credits are being taken. Say for any theory courses, there can be a course with 3 credits. Meaning you will have for theory courses 1 period is 1 credit. Meaning per week if you have 3 credits, that course would have 3 credits just because you would have got 3 hours of lecture period for that theory course. And if it is going to be a tutorial period, then that subject or that course will have 4 credits. Meaning you will have 4 hours per week for having that particular course. So some theory courses will carry 3 credits if there is no tutorial component, and some theory courses will have 4 credits with tutorial component included, which means that you will have 3 hours per week for 3 credit course and 4 hours per week for 4 credit course. And for laboratory, here we will have 2 practical periods which will earn 1 credit. So this credit is just to have an idea of how the classification of credits has been taken care in that distribution table. Only to give that I have put this slide. Next. Now how is the exact assessment is going to happen? So here assessment will happen both through internal assessment and final examination. So this internal assessment is called as continuous assessment, as I said to you before, which is abbreviated as CA. So the assessment component will consist of continuous assessment plus the final examination, and put together you have to earn certain marks to have your pass in that required course. So assessment for theory courses will have CA component and FE component, and that assessment will be based on relative grading system. So this you have to be very clear. There are 2 grading systems followed here. One is relative grading system, the other one is absolute grading system. So in the relative grading system, all the theory courses will fall under the category of relative grading system, and absolute grading system will be followed for laboratory courses and project works, etc. Right? So when we say relative grading system, so relatively how much marks you have scored with reference to the others scored in your class, your grades will be pointed out. Okay, so you will have relative grading system for theory courses, and laboratory courses and project works will be on absolute grading system. And semester and examination, of course, this time you have come little lately, so this will have a small variation. But actually, the normal procedure is that the exams will be conducted during October and November, and during March and April of each year. So odd semester would be in the month of October and November. Even semester would be in the month of March and April. This will be the normal procedure since you have come lately. So accordingly, we will have to adjust the timings. Now, when you have this assessment, some grade and grade points will be awarded for the marks that you have taken. So each student will be awarded a final grade and grade point for each of the course at the end of the semester, following either the relative grading system or absolute grading system. So in the relative grading system, the grades are awarded to the students based on their performance, as I said you, relative to the others in theory courses having continuous assessment, CA. Let me address it as now CA. So keep in your mind, CA is the continuous assessment, and final examination is the FE component. Now, how are you going to have the marks that is going to be taken care for making a passing criteria? This is very, very important. So here you have to concentrate both on your internal assessment and final examination, because as I said you before, put together the internal assessment marks and the final examination marks will make you the passing criteria. So totally adding up the marks of your continuous assessment and final examination, you should earn 50%. Okay? Or else you may have a good internal marks, and if so, in your final examination alone, if you carry a mark of 45%, then it is considered to be a pass. But saying that just having a mark of 45 for 100 is not a pass. That 45% should be added along with your internal assessment, and put together you should have 50 marks out of 100 to make it eligible for passing a theory course. Now, if the total number of candidates passed in the semester, that is some of the electives, some of the students may take it lesser than 10. Okay, as I said you, some value added courses, some might be very much interested in doing a particular course, some may not. So, if you take some additional courses and if the total number of students attending that additional course is less than 10, for that courses, we will be following the absolute grading system, even if it is a theory course, because relative grading system works only when a larger group of students are taken. When it is a smaller group of students, that relative grading system will not work properly. So, for less than 10, we will have to follow the absolute grading system. And no O grade will be awarded if the marks achieved is less than 75. So you can see what is the relative grading system. So we have a distribution here. Just don't mind the criteria. There is some numbers that is given. So you have to take the total marks. So M is the total marks, which is the summation of your continuous assessment and the final examination. Accordingly, if you have a grade of O, if we are being awarded for a particular course, a grade O, that relative grade point is 10. If it is A plus, it is 9. A means 8, B plus is 7, B is 6. Of course, you have those from CBSE, you have gone through this procedure and you will know the basic grading system. But the grading system followed here is of this pattern. From O to B plus you will have, and if you have a grade of B, you will have the grade point to be 6. And there are three other categories. One is withdrawal from examination, reappearance, and shortage of attendance. These three are very important. Let me first talk on shortage of attendance. As I told you, first for you to make eligible to sit for your final examination, you have to earn your attendance course-wise, isn't it? So here the criteria is that you have to have at least 75% physical attendance, saying that it does not mean that you can make yourself absent for some days. I'm just giving you the number for the requirement. Okay. So you have to attend your classes 100% and you have to be available inside the campus. Some cases, some illness, some unavoidable cases, if you take leave, even then, if your physical attendance is less than 75%, you will not be eligible for writing that particular course. Right? So then it comes under the category of shortage of attendance. So you have to next time re-earn your attendance and only then you will make yourself eligible to write the exam. So that is number one. Number two, you have reappearance, that is failure. So you have not put together your continuous assessment and final exam. If your mark is less than 50, right, then you are not passing that particular course. We don't call it as a fail, we just call it in the name of reappearance. So you will have to write your supplementary exams to pass that particular course. So in your mark sheet, if it is given as RA, it means that you have to reappear for the course. Then there is something called as withdrawal from examination. This normally they don't or we don't see this particular case coming up. But still I'll tell you what is it. So sometimes due to some special cases or some say sudden illness, a particular student after even attending the entire course, having his CA marks, having his attendance, is not able to write his exam for some valid reason. They HOD and principal with their consent and with their approval, they can withdraw from a particular course. This can be done only once in the entire course of study. Okay, so this is a very rare case, so there is not much detail on it. So, but there is an option here, and that is called as withdrawal from examination. So, this is for the relative grading system. The same way you have an absolute grading system that is to be followed. So, if the total number of candidates passed in that particular test or appeared in that particular course is less than 10, then as I said, you can have absolute grading system. Similarly, for practical courses, project works, mini projects, for all those courses, we will be having the absolute grading system. So, this absolute grading system is nothing. So, if you earn some marks, according to the range of marks, you are given some grades. So, that is called as the basic absolute grading system. So here, as I told you, laboratory course, summer term course, industrial visit and lecture, implant training, mini project, 1 credit courses and project works will all come under that category. So we will see how that distribution is being done here. So as I told you, with the range of marks from 90 to 100, the letter grade would be O and the grade point would be 10. 80 to 89 would be A plus and the grade point would be 9. 70 to 79, A with a grade point of 8, 60 to 69, B plus with a grade point of 7, 50 to 59, B with a grade point of 6. So after that, as I tell you, totally put together, if you don't have the marks less than like more than 50, then it is coming under the category of reappearance. So 0 to 49 would be the reappearance, and here also you have the provision of withdrawal, and if you don't put your attendance even for the laboratory course, again that would be coming under the shortage of attendance. So this would be the grade point scale. And we don't have this range of marks given for your relative grading system because as I told you, in that particular course, relative to others, how much is the marks being earned, accordingly they will fix up the grade point. Okay, so we will not have this category of range of marks. I think that will be the basic difference between an absolute grading system from a relative grading system. So there is no range of marks. That range of marks will differ from every year when you write a particular subject. Now about the online courses, as Madam was indicating, here you can take some online courses and equivalently you can make the credit transfer from the online course to the course that is being conducted here. If it is fitting inside that table of credit distribution, you can make that credit transfer. And this online courses has to be approved by the HOD and principal before you take up a particular course on NPTEL or SWAYAM. And after that, after doing that course also, you will be evaluated. Say separately, NPTEL and SWAYAM would conduct an exam there and they would certificate you from NPTEL and SWAYAM. Likewise, here again you are supposed to undergo another examination equivalent of the pattern what we follow here for the other theory courses, and then that equivalence will be taken as the marks and that grading is being distributed here in this table. Is that clear? Okay, so though it is an online course, though you are being certified by that person where you have attended, to make it equivalent for credit transfer. If it is not for credit transfer, it is out of your own interest you have done, that is different. But if you want to make a credit transfer and if you want to waive an elective course, then you have to undergo the exam that is conducted by the college and earn the required marks in that, and then for that you will have this pattern to be followed here as usual, more or less with the same absolute grading system. Say from 90 to 100, a grade point of 10, 76 to 89, it is 9, 60 to 75, 8, 50 to 59, 7, and 40 to 49 with a grade point of 6. So this would be the grade and grade point for online courses. Now coming to the distribution. So far I was talking about continuous assessment, final examination. So how is your distribution of marks being carried out here for the theory courses? So I was telling you again, there are two types of theory courses. One without tutorial, the other one with tutorial. So without tutorial, you will have 3 credits to be earned for that particular subject. And with the tutorial, you will have 4 credits to be earned for that courses, right? And as Madam indicated, you will have 3 tests. So I will start from the test. So each of the tests will be conducted for, say for test 1, it will be conducted for 50 marks. Test 2 for 50 marks. Test 3 for 35 marks. Okay, so you have 3 tests, 2 tests with 50 marks, and the third test would be for 35 marks. The pattern of your examination will be comprising of descriptive answers and objective questions both. Right? Out of these 3 tests that you are writing, the test 2 test mark would be taken, and each of the tests that you write for 50 marks will be converted to 30 marks. 35 marks will also be converted to 30 marks. So overall, the best 2 of the test that you write will be earning you totally 30 marks of your 50 marks that is going to be considered for your internals. Okay. So here in this pattern, let me first brief you. Continuous assessment would be considered with 50 marks, but the weightage for that 50 marks would be converted to 40% as per Anna University norms from the last year. Right? From the last year, there is a small difference you will undergo. You will write all your tests and you will have your CA marks earned for 50, but we will convert it for 40% weightage. So first test will carry 30 marks, assignment will carry 10 marks, and you will have 2 objective tests, each carrying 5 marks. So totally you will have 50 marks that you will be earning as an internal assessment through your continuous assessment process, and and that 50 marks will be taken for a weightage of 40% out of the total 100 marks that you will have to earn for CA and FE put together. Am I making it clear? Yes? Right. And the final examination, you will be writing it for 100 marks, but the weightage will be taken for 60%. So 40% of weightage comes from 50 marks of your continuous assessment and 60% of your weightage comes from the 100 marks that you write for your final examination. Put together, you have to earn a mark of 50 to make a pass. Okay. Or sometimes if you have a very good internal marks, then it is also possible that you are not able to have say 50 marks to be taken for 100 in the final examination. 45% of marks would always be considered as a pass, but totally put together the final examination and continuous assessment, you will have to have a pass of 50. Okay. Sorry. So for theory courses, actually the first one was with the tutorial component. So only the names are different, but the weightage and the classification is the same. So if you have a tutorial instead of objective test, that will be called as a tutorial. And if you have no tutorial, then you will have assignment presentation for 10 marks, objective test 1 to be 5 marks, 2 to be 5 marks, internal assessment again 30 marks. So 50 marks for your internal assessment, which will be taken for 40% of the total mark, and final examination for 100 marks. From there you will take 60% together, right? So for laboratory courses also we do follow the same pattern, but how the marks are being distributed is little different. So you will be doing 2 cycles of experiments, namely first cycle of experiments and second cycle of experiments. And in the first cycle of experiments, you will be having some reports where you will have to do the experiment, make the readings, report it in the observation and in the record, and you will have to finalize all your documentation process. And how you conduct yourself inside the lab with proper preparation for that particular experiment will carry 10 marks. And how you document your results, how you draw the graph, how well you are able to present what is the understanding that you have done in that particular experiment will all carry with an individual report of 15 marks. This will be repeated for cycle 2 also. So totally 25 plus 25, you will have 50 marks for your internal. Again, this 50 marks will be considered with 40% weightage in your overall mark for 100. Again, in the final examination, we have 2 categories. One is the exam that is being conducted in the lab. You do an experiment, you conduct your experiment, you write it, you tabulate it, and you earn around 30 marks. And there is a Viva Voice which will be conducted for 20 marks. So this will be coming under another 50%, but the weightage will be taken as 60% of the total marks. This small change is from Anna University. From your last batch of students only, we are following 40% and 60% scheme. Okay. So this will be the overall process of making your theory courses and laboratory courses and the distribution of marks. Now for the degree classification, how much should be your CGPA? So first class with distinction, you should have secured 8.5 CGPA and you should not have prevented from writing semester end examination due to lack of attendance in any of the courses. Okay. So attendance is very important criteria here. I always tell the students, as madam initially pointed out, the number of classes you attend regularly with sincerity is proportional to the marks that you earn in your final exam. So that should be the preparation and conduct of a student inside the class. Okay. So if you don't have any attendance problem and if you are able to put up 8.5 and above CGPA, you will be classified as first class with a distinction. And for first class, you should have passed the semester examination in all the courses of 8 semesters within 5 years. There is a limit here within 5 years. Why 5 years? Because I told you that you may drop some of the courses if you are not possible to write, and so that time you might have a small extension to complete that course. Okay, but that is your first attempt. So they give you the years to be 5 years, and your CGPA should not be less than 7. And all other students who qualify for the award of degree will be declared as the second class. Okay, after if you fail in an exam and after that you reappear and then you put up your marks, and all those cases, if you have CGPA less than 7, then it will be given the degree to be second class. Okay. Hope I have given you just an overview of the choice-based credit system assessment criteria. More about it will be dealt as you do the semesters, and any clarification can be done through your tutor, and to us also you can come. If if you want to have any other clarification. So I just want to indicate only one thing as rightly pointed out by Churi Madam. She was talking about 3 S, right? Self-analysis, what are they? Self-analysis, self-awareness and self-control. Okay, so these three things, even if you haven't started, right, or if you want to start afresh, this 3-week induction program, what we are conducting demo, it will make you a smooth transition from a school stage to a college stage. You can feel the comfort zone when you come through this 3 weeks program, and you will accommodate yourself in a very good way when you enter inside the department after this 3 weeks. So this 3 weeks program is to make you to have your self-analysis, self-awareness and self-control. So through each of the sessions that is going to be handled for the next 3 weeks, you could relate yourself and you can understand yourself in a better way. So you will be doing your self-analysis and you will also have your awareness in it. If you are aware in it, you will do it better. Your self-analysis will be better if you are aware of those sessions that are going to be handled. And end of the day, you will have a very good self-control after attending all these 3 weeks program. So this induction program's purpose itself is to satisfy this 3 years. Okay. So best wishes for the next 4 years of study over here and all the very best. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Now, I invite Mr. Venkatachalam T, Assistant Professor, who has 20 years of experience working at CSC College of Technology. His fields of expertise include electric circuits, signal systems, digital signal processing, control systems, and digital communication. I request Mr. Venkatachalam T, Assistant Professor, Department of ECEA, and the class tutors for D1 to attend the gathering.
Very good morning to all of you. Let me tell you brief about the attendance requirement, which you can read in detail in the syllabus. We'll give the copy after the meeting. So regarding the attendance, in each course, by course we mean subject. In each course you have to score not less than 70% of attendance. Ideally, recommended is 100%. Ideally, attend all the classes. Say you have got a club activity, or you fall sick, or you go home for some reason. So this is the special case. So don't have a wrong conclusion that you can stay home and then go out. So what we expect is attend all the classes for a genuine reason. It is okay if you get 70% in each subject. And there are various categories that we will discuss in detail in the tutorial meeting. So regarding sports, you can have this very like a special case. Either when you apply for a medical leave or when you apply for a on duty leave, because when you attend sports or NCC or NSF, in that case, at least you get 60%. And physical attendance also matters. So we will tell all that to what we need. Next. So regarding discipline, fast told by the warden in the common orientation. So there is a dress code and then discipline. Next one. It is for rejoining. So regarding the attendance, when the attendance is low, there is a category called redo. You have to read your subject, but you can go to the next semester. You go to the next semester, you will have those subjects. Along with that, you have to redo this subject. So that we will tell you when there is a need. And then it is for rejoining the course. Rejoining is like you took a break. You took a break for a semester for some reason with official permission. Simply you cannot go for a break without informing us. So when you take a break for some valid reason, after getting official permission, so that is the procedure to rejoin. So that things are documented, and then we have to send all the documents to Chennai. It is not that. So everything has to be official, and then there is a database. We have to maintain all that properly. That is about rejoining the program. But it is a very special case. It is normally like 1 or 2, depending on reason, they may go for this case. Next. So it is about the reappearance exam. That is about the, it is called the supplementary exam. Either you can say supplementary exam or weekend exam. So when one could not pass in the very first attempt. We don't say a fail here, rather we say a reappearance. The exams will be conducted in the weekend, between the weekend. So again, there is a procedure for this. Next one. It is about withdrawing from the exam. So normally when somebody falls sick or when something unexpected happens in their family, so they cannot write the exam. But when you don't turn up for the exam, they will mark you as absent. So when they mark you as absent, what does that mean? Like you did not prepare for the exam or you did not inform your parents, simply you stay away. So absence means it's a remark, something like a black mark. But rather withdraw it for some reason, again you have to apply in prayer. You have to apply for withdrawal before the examination commences. So it is good if you apply a day before. Say when you cannot, say the exam will commence by 9 today. Exam is scheduled by 9 today, 9 a.m. today. So before 9 a.m. you have to apply for withdrawal. At least you can send an email. You can send an email to the tutor, put CC, the program coordinator, HOD, and then the principal. Or recommended is you have to come in person. And then you have to apply for withdrawal, but you can apply only once. That is a special case. People have availed it. Next one. It is about a temporary break for some reason. For some reason, you need a break. Then that is applicable. That is allowed. Our regulation, our system allows for a break. Next one, next one. So that's it. Wish you all the very best. Enjoy this 3-week program. We will discuss in detail in the two-hour meeting. So do not worry about anything. So all of you cannot understand everything, whatever is spoken till now. Just you have a hope, it is like a trailer. This one is like a trailer or a preview. Just you understand whatever is possible. If there is any doubt, we can discuss in detail after the 3 weeks. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you, sir. Now, I kindly invite Dr. Tyagarajan K, Assistant Professor, Senior Grade, Department of ECE, and the class tutor for G2 to address the gathering.
A very good morning to one and all present here. So I'm not going to take much amount of time because already you are waiting for lunch session. My presentation is focused on the scheme of evaluation. If you focus on scheme of evaluation, you have categories of courses. So you have theory courses, laboratory courses, theory courses with tutorial camera, project work, innovation practices, project work. Again, you have two phases. Project work 1, project work 2. Already your program coordinator gave elaborate introduction about all these courses. So again, we are going to discuss it in our regular tutor meetings because you are going to come along with a tutor for 4 years. So your journey is a longer journey with me. So the thing is, all this academic system, starting from HOD, faculties, laboratory, non-teaching faculties, so entire academic system is for your benefit only. So you have to utilize the system very well, and you have to grow very well. Finally, you have to equip yourself with full of employability capabilities. So all the very best for you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Skills is a unified course of experience, intellect, and passion in their operation. Now we'll have the senior most faculty members of our department to address the gathering. I now invite Dr. T.P. Vanati, Professor CAS, EC Department, to address the gathering.
Good morning to one and all present here. So it's welcome to all the first years who has come to this great institution. I am an alumni of this institution and I have around 35 years of experience and I studied here. 40 years I am in this campus. I know the greatness of this institution. One of the things very important here is discipline. You have come from the school and you are entering into the college. You think that, okay, everything is free, you can do anything here. But here in PRG Tech, we follow certain rules and regulations in terms of dress code. And we have for the formals for the boys and for the wear the dupatta and sari. This is the rules followed here. Try to follow it. Okay, so it's essential you have to follow these rules. And I think with this 40 years of experience, I can tell that following a discipline is a control to you. I think already Madam has discussed about your self-control and your self-awareness here. As you go to your jobs, not only here, when you go to your jobs, I have my own students who have achieved very great heights because of the self-discipline and control they had it here. Initially they opposed, but when they joined the job and they were doing the process and going at different stages, they really, till now, they are coming and meeting us and discussing it. It has made them to develop their personality. So in this campus, in ECE department, if you see that, you have lot of avenues for you to develop. So you can have an objective. Okay, this is the area I want to develop. Like we have signal processing, image processing, communication, wireless communication, sensor networks, embedded systems, VLSI. You name few. We have lot of center of excellences here. Keep it in mind when you enter it. This is the objective I should have and I should achieve. That you people should have. You can enjoy this 4 years. That's what even to my students I try to tell. Enjoy this 4 years with your discipline and what the objective you want to achieve when you come out of this. Okay, these 4 years you will not get it anywhere. So enjoying and learning definitely will build you a very, very good personality. Not only in your subjects. We have a lot of clubs. I think a lot of people would have explained will be explaining to you lot of extracurricular activities, lot of co-curricular activities. Not only you should excel in your exam, you should also develop the personality as a whole. That is there in this campus which you can learn. And also you learn a lot of tools with respect to all the subjects are there. You just do some mini projects. I think all of us will try to give it up and add richness to your courses which you are studying. You will get, all of you will get a very good placement. Don't worry about it. But thing is, you keep an objective and then achieve this objective and then you fulfill all your wishes when you go on. All the best for you.
Thank you, ma'am. Next, I kindly invite Dr. T. Keshavamurthy, Professor CAS, EC Department, to address the first years.
Hello, good morning. Thank you so much. Hopefully you can hear me, right? Last is? Good. I joined the PhD management, PhD College of Technology to welcome you, right? And be happy, enjoy the course as Madam was explained. Probably the organizer has given the time of 3 minutes to 4 minutes. this writing habit has a lot of value. Okay, an engineer should always write, draw, and communicate well. There is a few points which I want to highlight, but the small important which I'll tell. A transition from the school to PhD, that to EC course. Please make your interest on what, why, and how. Okay, what, why, and how. Whatever the subject you learn, you put this thought process so that that will encourage you, that will make you intuitively think about the subject. Because one interesting about EC, this course, right? You should be pride enough. You should be what I would say, like thumbs up much from EC students. Why? You tell me why? You don't take thumbs up, EC students? Yes or no? You should tell yes. There should not be no doubt, right? Yes or no? Yes. Yes. Okay. Wait. Without this, there is no word. Okay. This is the whole EC course. Yes or no? Yes. Right. All the best. Do well. Of course, we continuously meeting you for what meeting or another session to encourage. Right. Fine. Have a nice day and have a nice time with PhD. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I now request Dr. J. Professor Gas to address the students.
Very good morning to one and all present here. A warm welcome to all of you to the department. So, all my seniors have addressed, and the other seniors will be addressing now. Okay. So, try to follow all the advices. Okay. And then you try to practice those advices throughout your course. Not only throughout your course, even in the future also. Okay. So here I wanted to mention 2 points. One is hard work never fails, and practice makes perfection. Okay. So because of your hard work, so because of all your hard work, okay, because of all your hard work, you are here, and because of your good practice, you are here. Okay. So you have given the right choice, and you are in the right place. So we are very okay, okay. So two things I just wanted to mention. One is hard work never fails, and then practice makes perfection. Okay. So these two things you try to remember always. Okay. So because of your hard work, you all are here, and because of your good practice, you all are here. You have given the right choice, and you are in the right place also. Okay. So during your course, try to be very participative and very interactive, not only with the faculty members, with your seniors, non-teaching faculty, okay, to all in the department, you try to be very participative and interactive. That will give you a very good benefit, okay, so in the next 4 years. And among the students, we have a lot of titles for each of the engineering discipline. Okay, so I'll tell you. For civil, normally students used to say Royal Civil. Okay, and for mechanical, they used to say Majestic Mechanical. Okay, and for triple E, they say Energetic Triple E. Do you know what is the title that is given for EC department? There is excellent EC. Okay, because EC always excel compared to all other departments. Okay, and we all are excellent ECEs. Okay, so try to practice. Okay, all the advices that are given by the HOD, your program coordinators, tutors, and all the senior faculty and other faculty of our department, and under the able administration of our HOD, and the guidance given by the senior faculty members like Dr. Vanati Madam, Dr. Manogaran sir, Dr. Kalpana Madam, okay, and all other faculty members, our department is doing extremely well, okay, and you are also going to be a part of this. So I wish you all a very good luck, okay, in the next phase of beautiful life for you, okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Next, I kindly invite Dr. V.K. Manoharan, Professor, EC Department, to address the students.
morning to all. I welcome all of you to this evergreen electronics and communication engineering branch. Sir is told it excellent, and I am telling evergreen because I am 63-year-old. I am also here in the ECEA department. You are 21 years old. You are also in this electronics and communication engineering department. That's what it is, evergreen. And I studied also, it is like this. And see, I worked in textile machinery manufacturing industry for 14 years. And after that, after 14 years of working there, I quit the job and joined the academics in our college. The reason for joining is whatever I have studied got obsolete. One of the reasons for joining the academics is whatever I have studied in the college got obsolete in these 14 years. I studied here the analog way of controlling the equipment. But after in the 2000, late 90s and early 2000, everything became digital. Digital way of controlling the equipment. So I have decided to quit the job and come to college to learn all these new technologies. So what we learn from this is continuous learning. Lifelong learning is required for an engineer to sustain in the field. That's what in this 4 years of your stay, we will make you to learn continuously for your life. That is one of the objective of studying here. And you see here, I have got this phone. What is this phone? What kind of technology it is? Huh? What technology? This is 4G technology or 5G. 5G is inside it. If the 5G comes, we can use it. And what technology is this phone? 2G. This is 2G. What is the difference between these two? Huh? Frequency of operation. This one is with the other things, many things are there. Main thing is frequency of operation. This is operated with 800 megahertz. This is operated with the 5G is there. It is 30 gigahertz. Frequency is there. So when you these two things are there, when you ask any layman, what is the difference between these two? 800 megahertz and 30 gigahertz. What is the difference? One is 800 megahertz and 30 gigahertz. What is coming to your mind? Huh? Satama. 800 megahertz is there, 30 gigahertz is there. What is the difference? Huh? Louder. Frequency is there. One is, how is one, what is the another one? Low frequency, high frequency. At least one tells low frequency and high frequency. But engineers should not say like this. We have to find out which is the matrix involved in it. So we have to find out the wavelength. For our house, the electric supply is coming, light is burning. What is the frequency of this? 50 hertz. What is the wavelength for this? 6,000 kilometer it will come. And the wavelength of the 30 gigahertz is 1 centimeter. Compare this, take your cell phone. If you pass 6,000 kilometers of wavelength inside your cell phone, the current is steadily flows because the dimension of the component is probably 1 centimeter. In that the wavelength is 6,000 kilometers, the current, voltage, everything is steady. So here you can apply Ohm's law and electrical engineering, whatever you study. Whereas when it comes to 30 gigahertz, the component size is 1 centimeter and the wavelength also 1 centimeter. There you cannot, your Ohm's law fails there. have to apply electromagnetic theory, transmission line theory, and microwave engineering you have to apply. Then only you can analyze the component, how the current flows, or how what happens inside. All these things you will be learning. So that's what engineers. We cannot like layman. They say well, this is higher, this is lower, high frequency, low frequency. Compared to which one? Which is the metrics we have to identify and which one we have to compare. Then we come to a conclusion which one is better and which one is lower like that. And see in this electronic system nowadays day by day you move according to Moore's law. What happens every 1.5 years the number of ICs is getting doubled in an IC. Inside an IC. That means the transistor size is getting reduced day by day. Day by day. By way of reducing the transistor size, you get many advantages. The energy consumed for a particular operation is reduced, and the power is getting reduced, and the speed is getting increased. All these advantages are there. And the concentration, number of ICs in a given size is getting increased. Twice it is getting increased. But the disadvantage is, even without you giving any, when the size is getting reduced, without switching on the transistor, it will get on automatically. That is the disadvantage you get. And how to overcome all these things. And when the many transistors are inside a small IC, it generates huge amount of heat. How to take out that heat outside? That itself is a big thing. Don't think that is somebody else's work. That is also our work. We have to concentrate on all these things. So that's what you have to study well on material science also. In those days, only 3 materials used in electronics. What are all those 3 materials? Silicon, germanium, and gallium arsenide. Nowadays, almost all the components in the periodic table is used for fabricating the transistors and the ICs, all these things. So that's what material science you will be studying in the first semester or second semester. Then you have to concentrate well and learn in a better way. So with this, finally I would like to remind you whatever I have, our principle, I request that you do in the common orientation. If you are seeker of knowledge, what he told, if you are seeker of knowledge, renounce comfort. Comfort means not your food and sleep, etc. You have to do all these things. But comfort means indulge something beyond. Which one we are indulging beyond? This one. Use it optimally and make your state comfortable. And I wish you all success for staying these 4 years, comfortable stay in the campus. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I now request Dr. P. Kalpana, Professor, ECE Department, to address the gathering.
Good morning. Good morning. Warm welcome to ECE Department and PhD Tech. It's always a pleasure for me to talking with students. So I'm not going to advise you, but I just want to share what I have observed from students when we were discussing on the not technically. So the foremost point is you are here to do your ECE program. So as compare whatever you are doing here with your school. You accept. Okay? What is acceptance? I give you a small example. You try to analyze and give me the answer. Okay? Any customer, if you are going to a jewel shop, what is it you want to purchase? A jewel. You want a gold bar or a jewel? What is it is required? Or what will you try to purchase? Then feel free to talk. Jewel or gold bar? Gold bar? Jewel? What is it you want to purchase? Jewel. Good, fine, very good. So what is that is required from gold bar to make it as a jewel? Lot of process it has to go through. Okay? Initially they put it in a heat. Okay, then only they will put it in a mold, whichever they want to prepare. It may be a bangle, it may be a chain, whatever it is. But what is that is done there? You observe. It goes through a lot of process. It goes through so many changes. It makes it to become a jewel. So, another example, to make it, this is not clear, I give you a small another example. You have a milk, okay? But you want a key from it. Then what can be done? That also goes through so many processes, is it not? It has to be converted into curd from there you will get the butter, then butter to ghee. So many state changes. So similarly, now you are like a milk, you are like a gold bar. But company expects a jewel, a ghee. So what can be done? You have to undergo the process. Okay? So you have to accept that first. There may be this, there may be exams, whatever it is, you have to accept first. Why I am saying this is, many times they don't accept whatever that is happening. They try to resist what we say. If you ask to write the assignment, you said why should we just for 5 months should we write so many things? These kind of resistance should not come. You first accept what faculty member says. Because all those processes only will finally take you to finally to become a jewel so that immediately the companies come or the universities wherever you apply you will get the admission and you definitely it makes you happy at the end of the course. Then second point what I have observed is always I advise the students make your mind to get the placement in core companies. I am not against any IT industry or an IT company, but you have joined ECEA, so you have so much of opportunities in the core industry. Why do you want to become a software engineer? Why do you want to become a software engineer? So take away that mindset. Okay? Have always the thought that I want to go to a core industry. For that, set your mind. Set your mind. Because whenever I talk to students in second year or third year, when I ask them where you want to go, software industry, that's okay for us. No, that's not enough. That's not enough as an ECE student. You should definitely make your mind to go to a core industry. Because now you see in this year, government has invested 3,75,000 crores in electronics. They want to make India as an electronics hub for the world. That means you see your opportunities. So now itself, set your mind to become a placed or get in. Can you set? Can you set your mind? Definitely, thoughts plays a major role. Power of thoughts is very high. Okay? What you want, what you think, you will become. Now itself, if you think, okay, software industry is enough, that will only you will get after 4 years. Only if you set your mind right now, as you want to get placement in core industry, you will. Can you? I'm going to talk with you on self and in the university human values in the next week. Just I want to give a brief introduction. What is self? What is self? I? I represents what? Your body, your mind, your heart. What is it? I represents you. Self represents what? Madam asked you to do self-analysis. Is it not? What will you analyze? About your body, about your mind, about your heart, about your thoughts. Just think it over, okay? I'll meet again next week. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. I now kindly request Dr. P. Visalakshi, Professor, ECE Department, to address the questions.
I welcome all of you to this Electronics and Communication Engineering Department. It is the most envied department in PhD Tech campus. So I also join with all my team in wishing you the best in this 4 years of your career that you're going to take. So as a fresher, all of you will have bubbling ideas, so many things you have in your brains, so many things you want to achieve. So everything will be made possible only if you start doing. Just by dreaming alone will not happen. So I strongly believe in this statement, small droplets make the ocean. So that should happen from day one in your campus. You will have dreams, yes or no? What is your dream? Why did you take ECE? What's your dream? It can be anything. You should dream big to achieve. You should dream. So either getting placed in a very good company, or going for higher studies, or becoming an entrepreneur. Yes, something will be there in your mind. But how are you going to achieve this? You should start working. You cannot do everything in a single night. Everything cannot happen overnight. So only from a consistent effort, small efforts, may not take a big problem and solve, not necessary. Small things which is falling under your category, whatever you have studied, apply it, solve. So problem solving along with your subject, it will give you a quick and a fast success and a smart success when you come into your final year. That's the first thing. And as Madam rightly pointed out, continuous learning is needed. Don't stop with these subjects. If I do a subject in first semester, don't tell them I put a full stop. It is a continuity. Especially if you're going to study mathematics oriented subjects, try to apply it and see. Application is very important as an electronics and communication engineer. So don't study only the concepts. So you should start burning your fingers with all the experiments. Any experiments now with online platform, anything is possible now. So you should start doing it. And one more thing, teamwork gives you a lot of success. So start working in teams, right? You make a problem statement, you form a team, brainstorm the idea. Our department labs are open for you to work out all your brainstorming ideas. We have a wonderful faculty team. Everyone are expertise in their own areas. We have a support staff. So please make use of the facilities that is there in the department for you to excel. And I am here to speak about the alumni network. I am also the secretary of PhD Tech Alumni Association, and under Students Union there is Alumni Interaction Forum for which I am the faculty advisor. So I strongly believe in one statement, which is networking. Networking is very essential for you right from the day one, right? So this is a campus where you have a vibrant alumni group. They are ready to help us in all domains. We have right from the senior people to the youngsters who are ready to help us. So we have from our department many alumni who are really successful in their field. We We have Mrs. Monica Kumar. She is heading the Qualcomm division in USA. She is our proud alumnus. We have Mr. Umesh. He is an IAS cadet. He is working in Trivandrum right now. So again, there are lots and lots of alumni who are entrepreneurs. There are a lot of startups. They are doing it really well. So the opportunity is more and more for you to make use of the alumni network. They are ready to help us, and through the Alumni Association, we do arrange lot of knowledge sharing programs. So every alumni, being it online, now anywhere from the world, even from US or no, from any country, people are ready to help us. Only thing is they want to give back to the alma mater. So what we should do? We should make use of the expertise of those people, and we should get benefited. Not just listening to whatever they're going to tell, it should be a persistent and a continuous effort. So I strongly believe having a good networking with your seniors as well. So your association students are doing a really, really wonderful job. We just give them, you have to do this. They form a team, they just execute it. So it is, they're really, really doing wonderful things, your association team students. So try to get involved in extracurricular and co-curricular activities that as Dr. Malati ma'am pointed out. Only book knowledge will not help you. That is beyond book learning that is going to take you in a different zone along with your academics. For that, please don't compromise your basics. Strong fundamentals is needed. Along with it, try to do multidisciplinary projects. Try to do as many projects as possible. Work as a team and never give up. See, at some point of time, what we do is something which we try may not work out. So what we do? Let's just leave it off. Don't give up. Never give up. This is first attempt for your victory. It may be a failure, it may be a success. Success is teaching you one thing, failure is telling you what not to do. So these two things, you can do it along with our team, all 4 years, our entire team of faculty and your students, your seniors are there to help you out, your alumni are there to help you out. Only thing is, you should start approaching the seniors. No one will come to you and tell you to do this or do that. You go to the seniors, you come to the faculty, tell us, we are stuck here or we want to do this. Definitely we are there to help you out. So end of the final year, we want all of you to be successful in whatever thought process you have in your mind. Okay, so with this, I wish you all the best to come out with successful and flying colors. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Success in life is not for those who just run fast, but for those who keep running and always on the move. We have a few PA students from the final year today, and I kindly invite them to share their journey at PhD Tech and give us insights on how they achieved it. First, I invite Akash KL, final year in CG1, who got placed in City India to share his experience.
A very good afternoon to all the faculties and material students. This is Akash from final year ECEA. Hope that your first day in college is meeting you well. And this day marks the start of beautiful days of college life that at least I had of you. And so, speaking about my experience in college, it has the most beautiful as well as the most important days of my life, both personally as well as professionally. Over the course of my 4 years in college, I have significantly grown as a person in a way I think, and also I improved as a character. And I could feel a significant difference between my first year self and my current self. Obviously, you guys got admission in PhD, you are all great students. Do not give it up, keep up with it. Focus on the subjects right from the first year, because the subjects that you learn now will be the base for the subjects that you'll be learning in upcoming semesters. Academics are crucial, no doubt, but you should also participate in a variety of co-curricular and extracurricular activities. Join in clubs and associations and play a sport. Try to play a sport. Being a part of a club or association helps you in developing managerial skills and social skills. It also helps you to make new friends from other departments and within our department too, and also get in touch with the seniors. And it will be very helpful in the future. Those skills that you develop will be very helpful in the future, even if it does not feel like it right now. And there are many students from final year in our department who are the office bearers of many clubs and associations. And I was the logistics team head of ECEA association previous year, and currently the logistics team head of ITT student structure. And I also play basketball. I have been playing on to placements, placements play an important role in our career. They are career defining, and there are abundant opportunities available in our college with respect to placements. So make the best use of those opportunities. The efforts that you put from now will reflect in our placements. For now, during your first year, just staying focused during the classes is sufficient. And I have been placed in City India. These 4 years of college has molded me to a better person. My college life, our college life was not always easy. Nearly half of it went online, but with the help and guidance of faculties, we overcame them and made the best use of opportunities and college resume. And I'd like to end my speech with a quote saying that don't be just present at college, you'll be on college. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, I invite Vibhushita Sri MS, final year ECEA, who got placed in Staff Lab to address the gathering.
Good afternoon, respected faculties, and good afternoon, my dear juniors. So obviously, like lots of information have been entering into your mind right now. So can you just wave me hi, so that we just get like regain the energy? Hi all. Hi. Nice to hear from you. So it's nice to see you all. Even you, we were sitting in this place before 4 years. So here I've been given few time to just share my entire college experience with you. So obviously in 10th standard you would have told to score good marks so that you will be getting into a desired group in 12th standard. And again in 12th standard you will be told to top your school and then enter into a good college. And yes, you are here, you are into one of the best institution and you have set your platform right. So initially in your school days, both your eyes will be focusing on your studies and scoring good marks. But after entering into college, your one of the eye must be focusing on the academics, and the other eye must actually be on how you, it must focus on how you have to build yourself, building your skills, and then exploring. Exploring is one word that everyone must have used here. So I guess even that is one of the other eyes. So it's as equal as important as your academics. So speaking about my experience, I'll tell you one positive thing which I did and one negative thing which I did, and I request you not to do that. So starting with the positive thing. So in my first year, obviously half of you sitting here will have no idea like what you want to do after your college. So even I was in that case, I didn't know what I wanted to do during my entire college time. So what I thought, I just went in a flow. But here, what important thing you have to follow is you can travel in a flow, but you have to grab the every opportunity that you get in your path you travel. So you may not have any idea what's going to come up. For example, I'll give you few of my instances. So since you are in orientation program, so you obviously for 1 week you will be having other orientation programs. You will have, in college we literally have more than 20 to 30 clubs. So each club will come and give you their introduction, will introduce about themselves, and few of the clubs will prick your attention. So what you can do is, if it really interests you, you can just go dive in. They'll conduct the recruitments for first years, and few clubs will be only open for second years. You can go and participate in the second year also. So whenever the club comes, just go jump in, dive in, explore. See, initially you'll be as a member. So what I did was whatever club came, I chose like 4 to 5 clubs and I attended the recruitment of 4 to 5 clubs. And I got into 3, and then I got the opportunity to become joint secretary of 2 clubs in third year, and then become a secretary of a club. So just because I dived in without any second thoughts, it gave me this position. So if I had second thought that I don't know anything, then definitely I wouldn't have been in this position, right? So don't think, just go in a flow. Even I went in a flow, but I got the opportunity and I grabbed it. And second instance that I would like to give is, of course, Corona period came, it was pandemic, and during my second year, I got an opportunity to attend a coding competition. So even during my first year, I attended lots of competition, maybe technical, non-technical, or coding. So I was attending a mix of all these, and then coding picked my interest. So during pandemic time, obviously we will be we will be relaxing in our homes, right? But then I got an opportunity where JP Morgan was conducting a coding assessment. So it just took me 10 minutes to fill the form and 30 minutes to attend the test. But it gave me a very big opportunity where I got summer internship with JP Morgan. I went there and I got 2 months of experience with JP Morgan. Even there, I had no idea when I filled the form that this will actually give me an internship. I didn't have any idea. Even you will not have any idea. But when you see such an opportunity, just go and fill. You may fail or you may succeed. That doesn't matter. Out of 10 opportunities that I tried, I got into two and it gave me a good thing, right? So just don't think about the other eight things. That two things actually is what going to matter you. And since I participated in lots of competitions in my first year, of course it was fun and it gave me a technical knowledge also. It helped me in getting placed easily in my final year. It just took me less effort than my friends who are preparing for placement. So you already have some experience. When you go and participate in activities and competitions, I did paper presentations in my first year. I had no idea what is paper presentation. But then one of my friends was interested, we joined in with it, and then slightly, initially to just get explore what are those, and then in third and fourth year, try to advance in them, try to ace all those competition, build your qualities. You have to develop your skills. That is actually most important. So focus on that. So it's not about the grades. It's obviously grade is what have put you in the best place now, and it will continue to put you in the best place even in the future. So that is one part. But it's you. You must be when you come out of the college after 4 years, you should be a better version of yourself. So plan now. So you should at least have improved a little at least. Okay. So that is every time as lots of great personalities would have told you that each day you have to do something better than your previous day and today. So will you be a better version of yourself? So I'm really happy that I've been gave my all my positive impact on you. So the negative thing which I want to tell you is I did a lot of procrastination. Procrastination is postponing things. So don't postpone things. It's going to be your biggest enemy, and it took me it will drain your energy if you keep on postponing things, and you'll be stuck in lots of work. Please don't do that. Throw away the procrastination in your first year itself. And yeah, all the best for your entire whole college life. And you have seniors and very good faculties. We are always there to guide you. You can always approach us. Thank you.
Thank you. Next I invite Gayatri Ji, final year ECG2, who got placed in Schneider Electric to speak a few words.
So, very good morning to everyone present here. So, my name is Gayatri and I'm from final year ECG2. I would like to start this session with a small curriculum that would be so apt to this situation. Jnanam Kariviyum Kaikuyum, Kalam Karivi Say. So, this curriculum says the exact thing what you are currently in situation now. So, this is the right place, this is the right time to start your career. Till date, what you have studied, it's of course an entry ticket to a very good platform to enhance yourself in your life. So on talking about PhD